In this video, I dive into why I think the Paul Reed Smith guitar is an excellent choice for praise and worship music, and it's due to one simple word: sustain.
Hello and welcome to the video. If this is our first time meeting, my name is Justin and I'm all about worship guitar. Please consider subscribing, hitting that bell notification button and treating me to a coffee to support these videos and my ministry. If we've met before, welcome back. One of the perks of being a music director is that I can hear a song in my head and figure out what I need to achieve a specific sound. The latest song I'm working on has clean parts that needed clarity with a little twang and lead parts that needed singing sustain. I could have used a Strat and a Les Paul for the different parts, but the song called for something more, something big and beefy, yet clear and pristine. That's when I reached over for my PRS Custom 24. A little bit of history and trivia about this Custom 24. I'll admit, I bought it because I'm a perennial vintage draft tone chaser, and I think his best guitar sounds came out of his PRS. This beauty is a 2001, which makes it 20 years old as of this video. It has the vintage and HFS pickups in the neck and bridge respectively, and atypical of Custom 24s, it has a 3-way selector switch with the push-pull tone switch for splitting pickups. I'm told you could request this when placing an order for a Custom 24 back in the day. I can talk about many things, but for today's discussion, I'll focus on one concept: sustain. I highly recommend watching Mr. Paul Reed Smith's TED Talk on guitar building, where he breaks down his conceptual framework for a good guitar. Two things strike me. First, he talks about the guitar as a subtractive instrument that takes energy away. You put in 10, it gives back 5. His goal with guitar building is to push that return energy up to 6 and beyond. Secondly, he uses descriptors like violin-like sustain a lot. I think his creative inspiration as to how sustain is supposed to sound like on a guitar is based on a violin. So how does all this geek talk add up? Consider the violin. No matter what dynamic the violinist is playing, from bellowing fortissimo to whispering pianissimo, you can hear it. The notes on a violin don't choke or die regardless of the dynamic. Now, of course, that's also a function of the bowing hand, but the concept is still there: audibility independent of dynamics. That's a hard thing to achieve on electric guitar. Try this out for yourself. Take a guitar, play a simple chord in the higher frets, and first play a big open strum. Make a mental note of the ADSR envelope. For clarification, that stands for Attack, Decay, Sustain, Release, and it's a way of visualizing how a sound expresses itself over time. Now try playing very lightly and gently and listen to that ADSR envelope. It's changed, hasn't it? Obviously, the attack and decay would change because you're playing differently. Between loud and soft, we can expect those to be milder. What's of interest to me is the sustain and release. On my Strat, Tele and Duojet, these guitars sound great, but they suffer from what I describe as a subdued ADSR envelope. The notes die very quickly when you play them softly. At worst, they choke prematurely. This doesn't happen on the PRS. Let's say the clean parts where I was barely fretting the notes. There you have it, audibility independent of dynamics. I think this is the true strength of the PRS guitar, not just amazing pickups or tuning stability of ergonomics,
but also the fact that the ADSR envelope is consistent regardless of your picking dynamics. Since praise and worship music needs us to play songs of wildly varied dynamics, from the loud and proud anthems to the mild and introspective ballads, I think the PRS makes an excellent candidate as a jack-of-all-trades guitar. Which brings us to the question of the day and bonus. What PRS model do you think is best suited for praise and worship? I'd love to hear your ideas or thoughts in the comment section below. You can also download the patch featured in this video on my Buy Me a Coffee page, which is part of a patch pack I've entitled The Road Less Traveled. This is my pack that features non-conventional amps or setup configurations, and today, all the sounds you heard was from the Dr. Z patch I made just for the song. If you're looking for a sound that traverses the spectrum of Marshall and Fender tones, the Dr. Z amp model is an excellent choice. That's it from me. Thank you for watching this video. Head on over to my Buy Me a Coffee page to download this patch and more to support these videos and my ministry. Share this video whom you know is interested in PRS guitars in praise and worship music. Until next time, I'm Justin, and I'm all about worship guitar.